Hello everyone, Manny here with a quick update for Nuka World. Because, I'm down for you guys, we do it big. I went on ahead and I bit the bullet and I watched the Bethesda Twitch stream for Nuka World. Yeah, so let's just get this out the way. It was gut-wrenchingly horrible. I mean, I don't know if they decided to underdevelop their character in hopes of giving away more prizes every time they died, but it just made the video drag on so long. But despite, their inadequacies at playing the game, we got a lot of cool facts that will help to prepare you guys for going to Nuka World, because the DLC seems to be a little bit different. So I went on ahead and I just got me a little bit of a list of things that I kind of want to talk about. And then we'll go from there. I'll have my top 5s at the end of what I think that you probably want to focus on before going to Nuka World, so you don't end up like those guys. Alright, so first thing is that you're going to arrive by train to Nuka World. Now, the train station is strategically placed next to Sunshine Tidings Co-op. So, for you guys out there who are doing survival mode like I am, that's probably going to be your base of operations to start from. Now, the DLC is relatively high level. It's going to be starting at level 30. The gentlemen playing the demo version of it on Twitch, they were about level 60, but they weren't properly equipped for it. It seems like they kind of went into COCQA smoke and grabbed a bunch of the special weapons, but they didn't fix any of the special weapons or any of their armor and gear. They were just trying to go off of quirkiness, which I don't think is going to get you too far in this DLC. Okay, so right out of the bat, heavy action, and I'm liking that. But there also is a big focus on traps and puzzles, which is kind of cool considering that, you kind of got the Saw thing of having to solve the puzzle before you continue and not get yourself killed. Alright, I just added this as a note. The developers seem like they played in God mode all the time, because even though they developed the game, they didn't really understand the systems, but then at the same time, they probably just don't have the time like I do and you do, so I'm not gonna hate on them for that, because honestly, I was still slightly enjoying it. Yeah, that's a good word. Okay, so lockpicking and hacking will help you to gain access to shortcuts and new loot. Apparently, they're very important. You don't have to have them, but it's gonna make your adventuring through the funhouse just that much more difficult. So if you have lockpicks, you're good. If you have hacking, you're good. If you have both, you're even better. So this might give some room to some companions that maybe you never took, like Kate or Nick for his hacking skill. It seems like the raider dialogue is on point. A couple of times you have raiders kind of heckling you through the first part of the dungeon, and the things that they say, it kind of brought a smile to my face, so that was really enjoyable. Okay, so in Nuka World, there's going to be special types of currencies. There are tickets and there are tokens, and basically the tokens are used for the mini games in order to get tickets, and I believe you use the tickets to buy stuff. So look forward to farming tickets for the best weapons and equipment for Nuka World, because I guarantee that's probably where it's going to be. So what you're doing is you're looking for Nuka World themed trash canisters. And inside of those trash canisters, you'll find tickets, tokens, empty bottles, stuff to keep you moving, but also stuff that, keeps it going. Now, you can buy tokens with pre-war money. I believe you get 4 tokens for $1, so it's like a quarter, which is kind of cool. And, like me, I'm sure you guys got tons of pre-war money, unless you've made beds out of all of it. Hey, I've been there, trust me. Alright, so I think the biggest focus of this DLC is gonna be traps. That being said, I hope we get some new traps and turrets to the settlement system, because they put a big focus into setting up all these funhouse style traps for us to go through. It kind of reminds me of the parking garage that you have to go to in order to get Pink Flame power armor paint job. And it just really seems like the Raiders just got way too much time on their hands in order to be testing everyone who comes in. I don't know, but I think I am ready for the challenge. At least I'm hoping. Okay, so there are a lot of tiny enemies in the new DLC. I think they kind of described it as picnic animals who would come to, your picnic, like ants, rats, to come and, sneak snacks. Well, they're kind of big now. They're not that big, but they're about the size of your foot. That being said, they're really hard to hit. So you're either going to need to use VATS or melee weapons, which that's what I was kind of thinking, is that melee might be king in some areas of Nuka World. But when isn't melee kind of king? I mean, come on. So high damage weapons are going to be a must. It seems like all the raiders have a very high health pool. And a lot of the creatures that I saw were actually a little hard to hit, but not too hard to kill. So I think you're going to want to weigh it down, but I'm pretty sure that the weapons that you guys keep on your main characters should be substantial enough to take out the raiders. So it looks like there's going to be 6 zones in Nuka World to explore. Apparently you can get a map if you go to GameStop or EB Games in Canada and you just ask for the Nuka World map. I believe they said it was going to be available August 24th, so don't quote me on that. I heard that from the guys on the live stream, but check it out. I'm going to go check it out a little bit later too. I want a copy of that map. Alright, so now I'm going to do my top 5 tips for Nuka World. Number 5, just be open to new experiences and hype, because we all have preconceived notions of the DLC, but 9 times out of 10 they're probably not going to meet our expectations. Hello, No Man's Sky. Okay, so number 4, lockpicking and hacking seem to be very important, so I wouldn't overlook those. I check my skill tree, make sure I at least had one or the other, or I'd make sure I had a companion that could supplement me. Number 3, bring lots of meds. What it seems like is there's a lot of unavoidable damage, so you might not get totally knocked out by the first trap, but it's gonna chip damage you constantly. The guys who did the DLC, they didn't bring too many stim packs, and by the end of it they were kind of running out. So lots of meds, lots of rat away, antibiotics if you're in survival mode. Number 2, high damage weapons with accuracy. Namely, you want the high damage to deal with the raiders, but you want the accuracy to deal with all those tiny little critters that are going to swarm you. I believe I saw rats. It was like ants, although I was looking forward to giant ants. I mean, come on, they. But then also there were like swarms of flies, which I really don't understand how those are going to work. But they kind of look like an MMO swarm of flies. And number 1 would be a high sneak skill. You don't need it all the way, but you do need it high enough in order so that you can bypass floor-based traps. Because let me tell you, there's like a mine every 5 feet, there's a tripwire every 3, and yeah, you're gonna catch a lot of them, but there's some of them you're just not gonna catch. And if you're like me and you're on survival mode, man, that's a long run back all the way to Sunshine Tidings Co. The DLC looks to be a lot of fun, but there was a large focus on mini games. And that's just what I don't get. I mean, they look okay, but when you're playing skee ball by, picking up the item and then just kind of dropping it, I'm thinking there should have been just a bit more mechanics there. And I really hope that these mini games didn't take away from the story of the DLC. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna play it because, man, why not? It's the last DLC, and despite what they showed in the Twitch stream, I'm pretty sure they're hiding the best stuff in the back, or at least they might not even consider what I think is the best stuff. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more fun. This has been Man Faces signing out. Take care, guys.